Oh, welcome to Ty's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is September the 6th, 2023, and we're going to be talking about WWE's NXT's results because, ladies and gentlemen, we had a interesting way to end Monday NXT, ladies and gentlemen, and we got a title match this week and next week. And next week, we got another contendership to the NXT Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, not a lot of segments happened. We got interviews. We got tag teams attacking each other because the Creed brothers invited all the tag teams in their dojo, in their gym, and they all came and they all had a problem with each other. But Angel and Humberto made it worse, saying a whole bunch of words and then talking trash to the tag team champions. The tag team champions talk trash to them. And then a big giant brawl happened between all the tag teams. And then they joined Ivy Nile. Didn't understand what happened because she left and saw the Creed brothers just laying on the floor with getting beat up. They got beaten. And Brutus says he's happy that they're back because they could do that. So next week it will be the Creed brothers versus Malik Blade and Edris. No Authors of Pain made their return, but it could happen next week between the Creed brothers and Blade and Edris. Could happen. I have no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, we had an interesting NXT. Oh, God, I got the yawns. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had Tiffany Stratton defending her NXT Women's Championship against Kiana James. And, ladies and gentlemen, it was an okay match for a title match for Kiana James. It was an okay match. Not bad. But the winner of that match was Tiffany Stratton. After Tiffany Stratton distracted the ref, and then she did a rickety eyes and did the prettiest moonsault ever. And she gets the win and retains the title. Becky Lynch was on the Titantron. And she said to Tiffany, "You came to Raw. You came to Payback." And Becky says, "How about I come to NXT and get the title that I never won? The NXT Women's Championship." So she issued a challenge. I don't know if she issued a challenge or she just... She did tell Tiffany Stratton that this is happening. Next week, there will be an NXT Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton versus Becky Lynch for the NXT Women's Championship. That's happening. Then we had Dragunov versus Oro Mensah. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. These guys were going back and forth. These guys were hurting each other. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Dragunov. But Dragunov, he got his celebrate cut short because of Wes Lee coming in the ring and says, "You have to wait to get your NXT Championship." Because Wes Lee says, I should be going for the title. And then Dragunov says, "No, you have to wait," because he wants to do his destiny. And then Carmella Hayes came out. And he talked to Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels made it official. Next week, Wes Lee will be versing Dragunov, and whoever wins will face Carmella Hayes at NXT's No Mercy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the groups in the Heritage Cup tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Frazier versus Duke Hudson. Pretty decent match. I like Nathan Frazier. The guy is awesome. I like this guy. I like the high flying stuff. He's good. He's good in the ring. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and the person that got a point was Nathan Frazier. He got a point for his for the tournament thing. So that's good for him. I got the hiccups, I got the yawns, what else I have? Then we had Tyler Bates will be versing Dabba-Kato. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy carried. He picked up the big man for the airplane spin, and Tyler Bates gets the win. Tyler Bates is in this Heritage Cup tournament, but he hasn't been in a match. He hasn't got any points until next week. Next week he has a match. I forgot who he's facing. Akira Tozawa will be in the match. And then we have Ali, Mustafa Ali versus Dragon Lee, with Mr. Dominic Mysterio as the guest referee. Ladies and gentlemen, Ali and Dragon Lee tear the house down, man. Tear the building down. It's an awesome match. I enjoy these guys. If Dominic was not there, it would be more better. Because Dominic was not counting to 10. He wasn't doing anything like that. And then when Mustafa Ali did a pin, Dominic did a fast count, and Mustafa Ali will be facing Mr. Dominic. Woo. At NXT's No Mercy. I think Dragon Lee did something, and then he did a fast count. Dominic. Then we got Butch reversing Axiom for the other half of the tournament. Group B, I think, something like that. And I thought it was a pretty decent match, ladies and gentlemen, but nobody won the match. It was a time limit job, and there's 12 minutes for this whole, they call it Reuben. It's how they do these things for this tournament. Normally, WWE doesn't do time limit draws, do time limit at all, but for this tournament, because the Heritage Cup has a time limit draw, and rounds and all that stuff, and it's for the Heritage Cup opportunity. So nobody wins, but both Butch and Axiom gets a point after a draw. So that's pretty interesting for that. Then we have Thea Hale will be versing Gigi Dolan. The new improved Thea Hale, but she's still trying to do the Chase University thing. But JC Jane was in her corner and saying, no, you don't need to do that. You don't need the blowhorn thing. You don't need to do the Chase U thing. She's turned into a bully. And like I said about with Dominic, Thea Hale is going to be the sidekick of this bully. And ladies and gentlemen, it was an okay match, not bad. Thea Hale is good in the ring. But out of nowhere, Gigi Dolan was outside the ring because she was trying to get a breather because she had the Kimura lock from Thea Hale, and she finally got out of the ring. But when the referee was distracted, when Thea Hale went in the ring, and the referee was distracted, Belair Davenport came out and attacked Gigi Dolan outside the ring. And then Gigi had to tap out to the Kimura lock from Thea Hale. Thea Hale gets the win. But what is going on with Belair Davenport and Thea Hale and JC Jane? What is going on here? I think Dana Brooke kind of snapped here, ladies and gentlemen. Every time this Jordan girl talks to somebody, she was talking to Valkyra, and Dana Brooke says that she's my friend, she doesn't need you and all that stuff. So, and then she issued a match to Valkyra next week on NXT, and Valkyra is confused. Because she never had a problem with Dana Brooke, but for some reason Dana Brooke has a problem with her. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had a women's brawl happen as well. Kiana James got angry and she was pissed off because she lost the title match, but Roxanne tells her she has to cool it down. You should be happy that you got a title shot, and Kiana James says, yeah, I got that shot because I beaten you, and she wouldn't mind beating her again for another shot of the title. And Roxanne got upset and punched her in the face, and the rest of the women trying to break these two up. So I'm guessing we might have a match between Roxanne Perez and Miss Kiana James next week. But we had a no disqualification match for our main event, Braun Breaker versus Von Wanger, with Mr. Baron Corbin on commentary. These guys destroy each other. They use chairs, they use candlesticks, and ladies and gentlemen, Von Wanger put Braun Breaker through a wall. He put him through a wall, and then he put him through the announce table. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, after a low blow and then a spear, was Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker wasn't done there. He attacked Von Wanger after the match. He removes the top piece of the steel steps, puts Von Wanger's head on the bottom of the steps, and then, ladies and gentlemen, the camera just shut off, but the audio wasn't shut off, and it looked like Braun Breaker smashed the top piece of that steel steps onto the head of Von Wanger. You just hear Big Joseph calling Braun Breaker, "You son of a beep." And the fans were going nuts as well because, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what happened. I'm picturing it because Von Breaker had that steel steps up, and Von Wanger's head was on that bottom stairs, the bottom piece of the steps, and he did not use the side that where it goes in between the posts. He used the stair side, like the edge of the stairs. So you actually see him picking it up. But the camera shut off, but the audio didn't, and I don't know what happened. And then they had the aftermath on their socials that Von Wanger was getting stretchered out. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what is happening. I don't think they're going to show us what happened next week. Maybe it's too gory or too brutal. I think it's part of the story, having the camera off, because now people need to think. This is a plot twist. What in the world happened? Right? So we need to see what happens there, and what in the world happened to Von Wanger. But we all know what happened. He got his head smashed by the steel steps by Braun, and he got stretchered out. It looked like he actually did. He did get hurt because he got stretchered out. So it happened. Braun did not move. Braun did not reverse because he got stretchered out. So he actually got smashed on his head with the steel steps. There was no blood in this, okay? There was no blood. Well, his face was covered with a towel, so I don't know if he's bleeding or not. But he had a towel covering his face. So, yeah. So, interesting NXT, ladies and gentlemen. I still want to wait to see if Authors of Pain shows up. It would be a big opportunity and a big thing for the tag team division that Authors of Pain comes back. Will they come back? We don't know. But the deal for this merger is not official yet. We haven't heard anything about it. It's supposed to happen this month, but we never heard anything about it. So Triple H is still the head of creative. It's just, will he still be the head of creative after this deal? That's the question of everybody. Will he be the head of creative? Because he might not. I think he's going to be out of the board of directors job. But the head of creative, will he still be part of that? Because UFC guys, I don't know, they know how to do things, make matches for WWE, because people are saying UFC is real. More blood and more dangerous than WWE. I don't know, they know how to script a wrestling match. So, please don't get rid of Triple H. I'm okay him being not in the board of directors, but let him be the head of creative. Let him do what he's doing. We had great matches. We're getting closer to WrestleMania. We don't want some new guy. We definitely don't want Vince McMahon back as the head creative. But we heard that if this thing happens, Vince McMahon is supposed to be gone. So he will not be the head of creative. Because I believe the UFC guy says if this happens, we want Vince gone. I think that's what people are saying. I think I read that before when people first talked about this. I believe so. I think the deal has to happen and then Vince will be gone. But right now the deal did not happen. Triple H is the only boss right now. I believe Vince is still injured. I think. But we will see what happens on next week NXT with Von Wanger. I think Von might get written off of TV for a bit. Just like Orange Cassidy got written off a little bit of TV. Because he's been defending that title every single week and now he lost it. And now we got Jon Moxley. Ladies and gentlemen, people are talking about that CM Punk wants to return to the WWE. Am I going to be excited if this happens? No, I'm not. Because we see what CM Punk done with AEW. And CM Punk kind of made Tony Khan's job a little more harder. Because he has to... I understand that the Elite is his top guys, right? But he can't think of their top guys. He has to think of a business. So the Elite bought CM Punk bought. He's supposed to be the top guy as well in the business. So he has to suspend a whole bunch of his top guys for a couple of months. And then he has to do it again because CM Punk is supposed to be a top guy. And Jack Perry, a young, talented wrestler that shouldn't be suspended for no damn reason. I don't know Jack Perry did something, but I know CM Punk did something. I know Jack Perry did something. Something happened. I don't know the whole story. It's just CM Punk was in 2 of these brawls, backstage brawls. That's not a stage. It was a shoot, and CM Punk was part of all of it. So I'm happy for Tony Khan. He finally got rid of CM Punk. But now is WWE going to be stupid enough to bring CM Punk? I know a lot of people in WWE fans want to see CM Punk come back. But I'm not one of those guys because CM Punk might do the same thing to WWE. I haven't seen a lot of WWE suspend their wrestlers for backstage brawls behind the camera. You see brawls on a camera, that means it's scripted, it's part of the show. So, but what CM Punk did, it wasn't part of the show because we didn't see it. We weren't supposed to see it because it's behind the scenes. So I'm hoping WWE doesn't do the stupid thing and bring back CM Punk because that's going to happen again. Remember, CM Punk got released from WWE as well. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for AEW results. We had Dynamite. This is the first show after All In. That's all for me today. Tell us out. Bye-bye.